Welcome back to Tiebreakers. I know you thought you got rid of us, but it's still John Finch and Ryan Agro Bailey here between Allegiance and Cryptik.
So these two teams, just like we saw yesterday with the Poppies and Burrito, need to determine who's going to be 7th and 8th seed for the Gauntlet. This is very, very impactful. I mean, just like I mentioned, not having to play that extra set can make a huge difference. Just making sure that you don't have to use that mental acuity that you kind of need to store up for these long gauntlet runs.
That's exactly right. It just cuts out one more game as you do have those picks and bans ready for you here between ALG and between Cryptik. And anything in particular you're wanting? I mean, we saw these two teams play earlier. Maybe don't let Vetium have Hui is something I'm kind of thinking.
Yeah, and this has got to be tough for Allegiance because, you know, they lose, they get their split with Noble, and then they're like, oh, you know, we didn't make it out of relegations. This is going to be tough, and you're kind of disappointed. And then you get the message like, hey, you got to play for 7th, 8th seed. So we'll see how, and Cryptik's got to be feeling the same disappointment. They really dropped what probably should have been a 2-0 for them up against Vigilant. And a lot of credit goes to Vigilant for that, but Cryptik, I'm sure, feels like they should have won it. So how well can they bounce back from that disappointment? I
like this first pick, though, from them. Get Vetium back on that Hui, which he's been playing nuts on all day long. Some of these triple bounces, some of the stuns have just been out of this world.
They really have been. And Cabrakan, an early pick here.
I like it.
For Cryptik. Skadi as well. Trying to lock down some of these characters. Soul does have some trouble against Cabrakan that can kind of instant burst her down long before that Disapparate ever puts her into the corporeal form.
And just a lot of damage coming out from Cryptik right now. That's what I'm thinking. They got everybody on there right now. It feels like through a rotation of skills could 100 to 0 you. ALG, though, with that Kuzenbo picked out already. Ryan, why pick Kuzenbo here? Are Cryptik going to ban it?
Okay, no. Actually, I think it's pretty good because into 2 hunters right away, you're already looking at gods that don't want to deal with Kuzenbo ever. Kuzenbo,
yeah, I think it fits. Why pick it here?
Because it's the 7th, 8th place tiebreaker game. You know, it's one of those. Allegiance, I honestly think it's a pretty solid pick here.
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's going to go to CycloneSpin in the solo lane. I think that it is a very potent solo laner, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe Twig's,
Twig's influence,
trying to be Twig.
Artemis is the one that's locked in, so a bit of a late game AD carry picked up for ALG, while Chaac is going to be picked up for Cryptik. Still a bit of a flex there, but I think that probably means Cabrakan going jungle, Chaac solo.
With the double ADC, wouldn't be surprised to see a magical jungler like Cabrakan. I think it could work in that regard. But then Chang'e, so maybe it's going to be maybe a hunter jungle here with maybe Chang'e jungle going back to the old DJ Pernicus special.
Sure.
Have to wait and see.
Yep. Going back to the DJ Pernicus special. Just, you know, practicing a little bit for the gauntlet, you know, pulling out the pocket strats here, Aggro, is what we're seeing as Dodgy gets locked in for ALG. All right, yeah.
Okay, so it's got to be Kuzenbo solo.
Yes.
Right, for CycloneSpin.
And then we can play in Dodgy. It's pretty close to Sircat. Dodgy,
she
looks like Sircat.
Yeah, it's a pretty normal team composition from Allegiance. Not the gods that you might expect, but could work out. Cryptik, not really sure what they've got going on. I know Bro Chacho on the console scene has played a lot of Chaac support as of late, so maybe that's what we'll see out of Geno. I don't really know.
I think they're going to have a good chance to get the early pressure, though. So if that's what Cryptik wants, their lane clear is good, their jungle clear is going to be good. They're going to be able to get that early pressure. So that's what I'm expecting to see from here. I mean, because it's only one game they're going to be playing. Is that right? Or do they play multiple sets? So come
it should just be one. It should just be one.
So just come in and try and get it set up here. But
it is going to be
with a blink.
Kuzenbo jungle.
What?
2 in 2 days. Back to back.
Hey! I got to make up for F. not being here, y'all. Weekend, though, with the Kuzenbo jungle with the blink on it, too. Going to be looking to go real aggressive with this Kuzenbo. And like you said, he's got a good matchup up against the double hunter. I mean, that reflect is nuts.
Plus, I mean, we talked about it yesterday when it was Twig playing it. That jungle clear is actually pretty solid. Geno playing this Chang'e support. This is something that's kind of been making the rounds in ranked as of late and can be really, really good. Obviously doesn't bring great CC. Only have it on your ultimate, but that it's just so hard to lock down a Chang'e that's building tanky, and it's just really, really annoying to play against.
and Chang'e support. Wow, what a game, aggro. We're lucky, fellas, to get to talk about this one. SmiteVOD taking the Cabrakan into the jungle as well, so lots of extra damage is going to be coming from there. Maybe not as much mobility as you want, though he does get a lot of movement speed. fineokay, or rather Metyankey, already in a lot of trouble on this Artemis. Vetium getting that kill as well as taking that red buff. Successful invade for Cryptik on the left.
And that's kind of what happens to an Artemis who wants to solo clear a red buff. Just takes too long, takes too much damage from it. Not only does he die, he uses Aegis when he's going to die anyways, and then he loses red buff on top of that. That's not a good start for Metyankey in the duo lane.
Not a good start for Weekend either. He pushes out fineokay, but the horrific emblem comes out. Lots of damage. A shell in response to it to try and keep him alive. We're seeing what Dodgy can do, which is she can float around next to you while your jungler takes a whole lot of damage.
Ooh, Weekend escapes though. Nice shell coming from Dodgy, and oh, Sam.
Blink! Oh, the counter blink from Weekend! There we go, Weekend with the counter blink.
Does some celebratory flips, and he's going to get a back camp for his hard work. It actually ends up working out.
Aggro, I'm applauding.
That was good.
All right, yeah, Weekend makes it on out of there, so
but
not
Twitch
too
chat's
bad.
still going to find a way to say that Weekend's trash for that play.
Well, I mean, you know, he is. I'm just joking. I'm trying to be Twitch chat.
Wow, okay.
Just trying to be Twitch chat.
Just not worried about making friends early. That's your prerogative, John.
He's in the bottom seat. Who even cares? No, I'm just kidding. Weekend.
Wow,
you're
doubling down.
At this point in the game, though, we're seeing a lot of... I want to talk to you about the starts that we see, because the reason we don't just put the hunters over here alone for the fun of it is because there's a lot of high clear hunters that are meta right now, like Hui, like Skadi. You can't just put Artemis over there and have her farm alone and not get punished.
Well, Skadi is going to have a really good matchup in that 1v1 because Metyankey just can't get away from Caldir, and look for Vetium now that he's level 5 to just walk up and have Caldir start snacking on Artemis, and especially without Metyankey being level 5, that's really what he needs. He needs that boar to step up and stun away Vetium and try and take care of the dog as well if he wants to survive in that matchup.
fineokay taking a little bit of poke, rocking one of the best skins in the game too on that Storm Tech Chaac. So if you don't have that one yet, pick it on up. As it goes up against CycloneSpin, it is one of the best skins in the game for sure.
It's so good that it makes me play Chaac.
Right, it has to be pretty good, right, to make you want to play Chaac right now. A lot of Chaac uptick, I feel like. Metyankey in trouble once again. The Waxy Moon comes out, locks him down. Vetium gets credit for that one. So not only do they get the kill, but they put it on the prime target as Skadi now, 2-0-0.
Geno using the sprint, closing the gap. Just good recognition that Metyankey is not level 5 and had Aegis, which was down anyways. So that's a free dive on the left-hand side. Vetium got off to a great lead in their last game up against Vigilant, and off to another good lead here. They're hoping for a different result, though, than they had in Game 2 against Vigilant.
Definitely looking for things to go a little bit better. Cryptik started off well, but they're going to have to make sure they can end well, which they didn't do up against Vigilant. Cryptik now, though, got the Chang'e, so they won't be wanting for control later on in the game. That Waxy Moon has a big impact in the fights as ALG just secures their own speed and tries to head back to lane.
And there's plenty of other CC in Cryptik composition that makes this Chang'e actually kind of work okay.
Yeah.
They've got the Cabrakan in the jungle that's going to pressure out just about anybody when it comes to CC. You can do it better than just about anyone as well. So you've got this team composition from Cryptik, even though it looks kind of funky, it's actually pretty well crafted.
It does look really well crafted. The only thing that I think they might be missing is that high mobility burst you'd get from an assassin, but they kind of make up for it by having a lot of characters who can still get a lot of movement speed. They can still move around the map fast, even if they can't do maybe Rat and literally be semi-global.
That's where SmiteVOD's Blink comes in. I mean, Cabrakan is gonna come screaming at you with that seismic crush charged.
What does he sound like when he comes screaming?
Well, he doesn't actually scream. It's the noise that his
Yeah, but you said it, and I want you to scream.
It was a phrase, John. Come on.
Dang it.
It's a phrase. Like there's no actual bag of trucks, right?
There is.
It's just what bag can hold trucks?
If they're like little Tonka trucks.
Oh, so it doesn't even hit that
trucks.
hard. So your phrase sucks. Is that what you're telling me?
All right, Aggro. I know we're being mean now, but
just saying. I mean, I'm just trying to understand where your phrase works and mine doesn't.
Screaming in Cabrakan for SmiteVOD. going to be creating some problems potentially for Oceans here as he wraps around the
cameraman is threatening us. Do you see his mouse there is saying, if you guys keep doing stupid stuff, I'm going to take you to the crabs. So we got to be careful.
Yeah, no one wants to be at the crabs, and no one wants to be Oceans right now, who gets sent back to base. ShadowChair cleaning up that one on the mid lane. Hu-Yi. The stun does come out from Metyankey on the board, though, to slow down Sam for Soccer for the moment. Geno, though, rotating him with the waxing moon, cleans him up, no problem. A double kill for the support Chang'e as they're winning in all lanes.
fineokay has to use the ultimate in response to CycloneSpin, chaining him up with that Pal-Out, but another good bait in the mid lane on the bout between Cabrakan and Artemis, as well as Fafnir there. I mean, Sam for Soccer just puts himself in a great spot, and that Cabrakan passive comes up so big in so many situations. Does Sam die there without that percent mitigation from all targets? Probably not, but it certainly puts him low enough to be in even closer danger than he was. And Geno using that extra movement speed from the Chang'e to put himself in the perfect spot.
Able to rotate in. They both came in on the backside and then engaged sort of at the top of the jungle. Something ALG might want to think about trying to get warded up as this fight moves on. ShadowChair showing he can do some bounces too. Doesn't quite hit, but it wasn't far off. Those are nasty.
It's like I watched Vetium do this to a kill of the Hun level 1. I could do it too. Is CycloneSpin in some trouble on the right-hand side. No stun from Sam for Soccer, and here comes Weekend with the push underneath the tower.
There's Kuzenbo keeping him locked down underneath the tower. Sam for Soccer's in a lot of trouble. Weekend ends up cleaning that up, getting ALG's first kill on the board. That's what Kuzenbo brings.
I like to think that Weekend got that kill with the spike shell on Cabrakan ultimate. I'm not positive, but that's what I'm going to tell myself.
And that's what Weekend's going to tell himself too, as he gets shut down by Geno. Geno missing a little bit there with the waxing moon, but CycloneSpin dodging out, trying to stay alive, but he's dead to rights over here in solo. He gets cleaned up. I've been meaning to ask you here all game, what does Dodgy bring for you in the solo lane?
Her clear is actually pretty decent and can take some punishment during that 1,000 cuts, the second ability, because she gets percent mitigation. Metyankey's completely dead here, and maybe if Vetium doesn't use purification beads, but Caldier should be able to just chase Met down. No, not quite. I was wrong. Metyankey able to survive. He's going to lose his red buff for it, though, as Vetium just focuses.
He's coming back into this. Oh, that's because he has NeiruMah here. Oh, and he gets deleted. NeiruMah,
see, I was right.
unable to protect his AD carry, using that ice carpet to get away. Oh, but he's actually kind of body blocked in here. Might be in trouble from Weekend, who rotates in. Chang'e heal, not quite enough. Vetium falls as well. Good bounce from ShadowChair, hitting the triple bounce on the NeiruMah, but now it's Geno really who's in trouble. Oceans rotates into this one and helps get that cleaned up. Weekend now 3-1-0. He's hard carrying aggro.
He's got every kill so far for Allegiance. He does. He's top damage for Allegiance so far. Maybe this is what Allegiance was lacking.
It's the truth.
Maybe it's not as troll as we thought.
Nope. fineokay looking to try and clean up NeiruMah. All the way over here in the left side jungle is their solo. He does clean that kill up. So one more going the way of fineokay. ShadowChair, the one now in trouble. Blink in from Sam for Soccer. I meant scream in from Sam for Soccer. Locks down Weekend with the walls. Trying to create some spaces. Cyclone, he does just for the moment as fineokay gets a double, cleaning up Metyankey.
So this is the exact opposite of the last game we saw Metyankey play, as Sam going to fall to CycloneSpin, using that extra movement speed, that damage mitigation coming up big, but turning around, he's going to fall. fineokay smacks him down for his third kill.
I thought you were going to say this was Arena.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look that off from Arena. Maybe a Clash game, something like that. But Metyankey hard carries last time we saw him for Allegiance, and this time he used up all his juice, I guess, in the last game. He's lacking so far in this one, 0 and 5 in 9 minutes. Not the performance that you want out of your Hunter.
This Artemis pick is struggling to get off the ground. Vetium already level 10, 3 levels up in front. fineokay looking for the invade. fineokay is over here because that solo tower is already down up against CycloneSpin on the Dodgy, also having a rough time. Weekend, though, once again getting Vetium under tower. This is it. This is the Kuzenbo. He's here now, reflecting the damage back. Good shot from ShadowChair, though, with the stun to create space.
Not many junglers who can do that, am I right? Or do half HP with a blink in and ult. It's pretty crazy. There it is. It's Kuzenbo.
Aggro, are you being sarcastic?
In the jungle.
Good bounce. Almost got the triple bounce onto Oceans, who's also not doing as well as I'm sure he would like to be, but he's still keeping close with ShadowChair on the Hu-Yi. NeiruMah backing in the face of fineokay, and that's to create space at the start of this Gold Fury. Vetium here, NotGeno's here. They've got a lot of damage on it. Metyankey rotating into this, but I don't know if this is for you, Met. You're already having a bit of a hard time. Weekend comes in. Good stun from Sam for Soccer to create some space. Geno secures it, and Team Cryptik go up even further as Weekend falls.
Sam with another kill on this Cabrakan. Actually his first, but he's been involved in quite a few so far for Cryptik. fineokay is out of mana, so he's going to have to back. ShadowChair accurate thus far with the ricochets.
So fineokay's been over here for like 3 minutes now, and CycloneSpin's just, he's got to get farmed up. That's what's happening right now, because
yeah, he's also, I mean, Cyclone has also spent some significant time on the left-hand side, as now Sam may have walked into the wrong neighborhood. 4 members surrounding him, Metyankey here included. Speed buff going to go down for Allegiance, but Sam's still alive.
Sam for Soccer just trying to swim away from the dodgy, goes up into the ultimate, actually able to pull him back in. Sam for Soccer gets cleaned up, but his trade out, his Oceans falls in mid. Metyankey falls one more time. NeiruMah trying to help clean this one up with the help of Weekend, and he does. Spinning the win, and ShadowChair might be way too far forward with no one around to help.
Cyclone going to clean that one up. fineokay's here, uses the horrific emblem, but this fight's over for Cryptik. Kuzenbo pushes him underneath that tier 2 tower, and Weekend watches as he has his minion do the work for him.
Is that the name of it?
I mean, it's the Nene Kappa.
Yeah, it is.
Do you really need me to say that?
Yeah, I do. Nene Kappa on Weekend in the jungle. Bringing me back to the crowds.
Look at what you've done,
guess I earned
John.
it. I guess I earned it.
You did this to us.
No, they did this to us when they picked Kuzenbo. fineokay, though, dropping the ultimate down. Reflect gonna return just a little bit of damage. fineokay willing to die for this one, and he does clean it up. Nene Kappa trying to waddle in and do a little more work. Go, buddy, go!
You killed my dad!
Not able to finish it out. He passes on to the afterlife. CycloneSpin here, though, to try and help clean this one up. Sam for Soccer is here as well. Oceans drops down the supernova to force fineokay away. Only for the moment. Sam for Soccer with a good ultimate to wall Oceans off. Oceans falls for the 3rd time this game. CycloneSpin looking to go up against 2, but this fight's not for him. He falls.
Man, Cryptik is looking pretty good in this one. This is one of those situations where Allegiance clearly has resigned themselves to the 8th place spot, and is just preparing as if that's where they're going to be, because with this gameplay, that's where they're going to be.
Portal Demon taken down by Team Cryptik. Vetium duking that with NeiruMah in the middle lane, as Cryptik are up 5,000 gold at this point. 17 to 8 are the kills. The more devastating numbers, though, Vetium level 13 over Metyankey, only level 9.
Yeah, Weekend going to find another push in the mid lane. Geno in a little bit of trouble, but was able to immune some of that damage from Weekend, as well as the knockups. fineokay's here with the blink Chaac ult. 7-0 and 3 on the Chaac.
fineokay having a good game this time. Only one, I think, who's not having any of this. Coming in playing real well on this Chaac tier 1 tower falls. Gold Fury not available, neither is Portal Demon, so Cryptik might just have to back off for the moment, as Metyankey was all the way in solo, just looking for some farm.
He's hit double digits now, level 10, but still not able to pick up that 2nd relic quite yet. Everyone on Team Cryptik has access to it as soon as they back.
Pulling in fineokay, who recognizes the danger is minimal from the level 12 dodgy. CycloneSpin having to just back off. NeiruMah going in, though. Getting the stun off onto Geno. Able to use that Crescent Moon dance to get on out of there. CycloneSpin takes a good bit of his health, but really, it's fineokay who's in trouble. Weekend with 5 kills cleans that one up. Sam for Soccer, though, on the Cabrakan returns onto Oceans, who's having a real rough game, 0-4 and 5. Getting on out of there, though, is ShadowChair on the mid lane Hunter, and Sam for Soccer might be dead to rights.
Sam with that big tremble, though. He picks up CycloneSpin. Ultimate from Geno as well. Sam, he's still alive. The stun's not enough, but finally NeiruMah's going to kill him, but now NeiruMah's probably dead too.
NeiruMah, the only member still left standing, turns into a full deicide for Team Cryptik. Vetium loving and having a bit of a laugh to himself on top there of that ice pool. Tier 2 tower gonna fall as 3 members still left for Cryptik, cleaning up against ALG.
Only 2 towers left standing for Cryptik to take down for Allegiance inside of the map. They're up 8,000 gold already, and the duo lane's happening as well.
Just kind of fighting over here. You want me to say something to get us back over to the crabs? I can do it.
No, I'd really rather you
give Kuzenbo a gun, right?
Wait, no, I actually, yes, agreed.
That's not crab worthy?
No, it's true. It's just a fact.
Okay.
Wait, who gets a gun first, Kuzenbo or Khepri?
Khepri. Because Khepri's older.
It's true.
Like, he's old enough now where he can buy one.
He's needed it longer.
Yeah. Artemis just kind of waiting around on this Gold Fury to spawn, but with Vetium here, hopefully she'll be leaving, because this not a fight she wants to take down 4 levels at this point. Vetium moving up forward with no one around, really doesn't give any cares about the ALG team at this point, feeling real confident.
I wouldn't if I were him. I'll tell you that much. He's got the shifter shield done. He's working on a Titan's Bane. He's got plenty of tankiness. Just about everybody on Team Cryptik is pretty difficult to kill at this stage. Even fineokay, who went for the Xaylia-style Transcendence Chaac.
Yeah, there is no one on Allegiance who's above anyone on Cryptik, at least in terms of levels. fineokay blinking in, cleaning up Metyankey, no problem. Winkin coming in, though, spinning through the whole team fight. Oceans drops his ultimate, making sure those trees get plenty of fire, and Vetium cleans up as well.
Now it's NeiruMah. He's going to fall. CycloneSpin watches as his tier 2 tower does fall. This is a pretty good sieging composition with 2 hunters. You got the heals from Geno as well. Geno's doing a lot of damage even with this tank-oriented build, because he was just running down Metyankey trying to solo him.
He's doing a good job building a little bit hybrid, so he can make sure he's still contributing plenty of magic damage. Not that they'll be wanting for it with Sam for soccer on that Cabrakan as well. And that's something you brought up earlier. I mean, the comp does feel crafted rather well. It feels like they're not really missing anything that you'd be missing from a traditional comp. They've got the Guardian, got the mage to bring damage in as well. It's just not all in the traditional lanes.
This actually, I do feel like this composition could work in a game that isn't crab oriented, if you get what I'm saying. This is kind of like this is a composition where they do it because it's fun, but it's also because it could actually win them the game, and it really has thus far.
ShadowChair coming in and trying to stop this Gold Fury, actually cleans up Metyankey, getting the kill 1v4. In the end, Cyclone is able to secure the Gold Fury, so he can't steal it away, but it feels like a drop in the bucket compared to the rest of the game, which has gone heavily in favor of Cryptik. And the Lotus Crown on the weekend on the Kuzenbo.
Why are you excited about that?
I'm excited about everything to do with Kuzenbo. fineokay getting the knock up on the 3 members, knocking them back. Aggro, why are you so crabby?
Because you've put us on the beach so many times that I've contracted the crab disease.
Oh.
Not that one. I'm just crabby, like
right,
like I'm grumpy.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I meant.
That's what I meant. Obviously, I mean, what else could I possibly mean?
At this point,
that's the only crabs I know of.
Left side Phoenix under duress here from 4 members of Team Cryptik. In the mid lane, Stanford Soccer pushing that one down. NeiruMah goes up in the dragon form, trying to use the thorns to return some damage, but he's taking away more than he's given back. Oceans actually gets the ultimate into the team fight, and it does a good bit of damage, but Stanford Soccer cleans up Metyankey, who's 0-10, not having any kind of impact unless you count giving kills to the other team. Phoenix on the left-hand side looking like it's in trouble. Weekend pushing Stanford Soccer back to the Titan, but it's not aggroed. He's still alive. Gets a 3-man stun, sets up tons of return damage.
fineokay up and over that wall. Weekend trying to get into his fountain. He gets one, but not a heal tick in time as fineokay claims another off the setup from Stanford Soccer.
ShadowChair just pushing down this mid-side Phoenix now. NeiruMah and CycloneSpin are here up onto that Paolo. Is Cyclone looking to see if there's anyone he can pull in. Not quite on the mark. So everyone will escape without taking too much damage. Mid Phoenix still actually standing at this point as everyone had to dodge to get away from the dodgy. And they continue to push.
Mid Phoenix, two or 3 autos away from falling. ShadowChair going to be the one to finish it off. As NotGeno's literally chasing Metyankey into the Titan room. Vetium finds NeiruMah. ShadowChair's ultimate comes up in time to keep his support safe.
Does create some space there for NotGeno. Plenty of heals coming out from NotGeno, who also has the Lotus Crown. Makes a little sense for him. He does have heals for his team.
Yeah, that one's good.
Not so sure what Cabrakan's providing with it, but he just wanted a little power and defense all at once, I think. You know?
Sure. Yep. That's an option. There are other options in that tree to get the same type of stats.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm home.
Those kind of crabs are what he caught. Crabs on the beach. Just went crab in. Ocean's taking a lot of damage from the hammer toss. Lots of return damage from Vetium, who's swinging hard along with that tank build that's keeping him from facing too much danger. ALG only have one more Phoenix to stand on as Team Cryptik look ready to group up and take it down. Sanford Soccer blinks in, Metyankey gets deleted. I've said that 11 times now because it's happened 11 times. Right side Phoenix is going to be the next target, though, for Cryptik.
I mean, Cryptik hasn't backed, so I don't know how much gold they have in hand, but it's probably quite the pretty petty. 2 players with 3K, 1 player with 2K, and I don't even think they need it, John. They might be able to just mercifully end this game now.
Sanford Soccer going in, swinging those fists around, trying to create trouble for a weekend. Sanford Soccer does get pulled back in by the Dodgy, making sure she's getting to see some action. They do clean up Sanford Soccer. That's another death that he'll take to go with the other 5 he already had. Sun's raining down from ShadowChair. He's trying to end the game,
please end it.
despite the fact that the rest of the team look ready to fall. Can they do it? They can. Oh, I'm sure you're happy.
It was time, and you know what? I get it. I mean, like I said, it's tough to feel like you're done playing for the day, feel that disappointment, and then be told that you got to come back out and do it again. And, you know, not Allegiance's best performance. I feel fairly confident in saying that. But they're the 8th seed going into the gauntlet, and hopefully they can look better than they did today.
We got to see some Kuzenbo, got to see the beach. Just a good game all around there, Aggro. Hard to be in a bad mood, I guess, unless maybe you're ALG after that one. It was a great set. 7th seed secured there by Cryptik, so able to move up so they don't have quite as much gauntlet to go through, but we do have some more action. We actually have a whole nother set still to come for y'all, so it'll just be a real quick. Go take a bathroom break, get a snack, and we'll be right back.